I think we're I think we're ready now. Please put some thumbs up if you can see us and you can hear us. Oh my goodness. Woo woo. About to make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
I get, I could tell, I could tell you like things to be done with excellence.
Yes, yes, yes. And there's no reason for it not to be done with excellence. And if you have glitches like this that are unnecessary, but it's okay. It's all right. Now, but I don't know if people can hear us. Let me see. We should be okay. I think
I
we're
believe,
getting some responses that people can hear us.
yeah, I believe they can.
All right. I want you to like this page and share it, ladies and gentlemen. Like it and share it. To all of your positive friends, number one. To people that are entrepreneurial, number two. And people that are looking for ways in which they can create the next greatest version of themselves. And what we're going to be doing is talking with the CEO of NVISIONU. NVISIONU. And I want you to think about your life and how you see yourself in and out of the pandemic. And what we know is that people don't live life as it is, they live life as they are. And I want you to envision you. How do you see the next chapter of your life? What do you see yourself doing? And what radical change must you make in your life? Like this page and share it and reach out to people that are entrepreneurs, people that you would like to be in a community of collaborative, achievement driven, supportive relationships that will allow you to manifest the next latest, greatest version of yourself. I got a special guest, and my guest today, we're going to be in interviewing him about what he's doing. And David, I want you to first of all, we welcome you, and I apologize to you with all of the challenges that we're facing right now. It's called Murphy's Law, that says if anything can go wrong, it will, and at the worst possible moment. I want to pronounce your last name correctly. David, what is your last name?
Imonitie.
Emo
Ni?
Nitie.
You got
Emo
it.
David Emo Nitie.
You got it.
Thank you very much. I got it. Man, I love your outfit, man. You look good up in here, up in here. I'm so glad to be able to talk to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man here, he's been in network marketing. He's been in for over 18 years. I'm teaching entrepreneurs and people from around the world who want to live their dreams rather than their fears. He's created over 60 million dollars in personal commissions. Now that's impressive up in here. And he's in the top 1% in the world in network marketing. And so that's a major achievement to be in that elite group. He partnered up with Ivan Tapia, who also has the accomplishment of 1% in the world to create NVISIONU. And this business, this opportunity, we're going to be talking with him about. Together, they put together the top compensation plan in the industry. So even the average person, if they fail, they can still be successful. Never heard that one before. He's going to explain that one to you. If you fail, you can still be successful. And so that to mean there is no possibility of you not becoming successful if you put in the work, because nothing works unless you work.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a vision to positively impact 1 billion families around the world. David, how are you?
I'm fantastic, sir. How are you doing?
Man, I'm better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. Let the record show.
Awesome, awesome. Well,
David,
thank you for taking the time out to interview me. And this is obviously kind of surreal. I've listened to you for the last 18 years of being an entrepreneur. So great to spend some time with you today.
well, thank you so much. The pleasure is mine. Now, you've been in the industry for a long time, but you decided, I'm going to bet on me. I'm going to create my own business. Tell us when you came to that point. That was a deciding moment. We make
Yeah,
decisions, and our decisions make us. So tell us about it, David.
yeah, it truly was. January 1st, actually, 2022, is when I believe the vision was given to me to start this company, and it was simply, David, it's time, and immediately he gave me the name of the company, Envision. The U came later on because our goal here is we want the world to envy you. We want the world to envision you healthy, wealthy, successful, beautiful. We want the world to envision you a champion, a leader. Our goal is to build people up. And I believe that if people start to see themselves the way God created them, and that's how they show up, they're going to succeed in any area of their lives, whether it's business or family or, whatever it is.
You know, we have been created to become successful. We're made in the likeness and image of God. It doesn't get any better than that. We've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. And so, but what we have to do is face the reality because of conditioning, because of the culture that is designed to have people have a limited vision of themselves,
Mm.
that you've created an organization, a business, and a culture where you're producing millionaires and you're teaching people the techniques and strategies that they need in the entrepreneurial economy in order to control their own future. Talk to us about that, the day that you decided, I'm going to do this,
Yeah.
and after you responded to that calling on your life.
That calling really started 18 years ago. I think before you can lead anyone else, you first have to lead yourself. And I had to make a decision a long time ago that I was not going to go with the status quo. I was born at a very young age, and, I did what my parents told me to do. They told me
I
to go
love
to
that.
school.
Excuse me, would you drop that on me? I was born at a very young age. Is that right? You think? Man, when you said that, I heard a lot of stuff. I said, no, he didn't say that. I was born at a very young age. This must be a Nigerian thing. I don't know.
Right. But we have parents, and they want the best for us, and the recipe for success was go to school and get good grades and graduate. And I tried that path, but it didn't work out for me. And at the age of 21, I was very blessed that someone introduced me to direct sales, network marketing, relationship marketing. And it completely transformed my life because what it did was it introduced me to personal self development. That's what happened. It introduced me to individuals like yourself and Bob Proctor and Tony Robbins and Earl Nightingale and Claude Bristol, and started listening to the right information, started surrounding myself with the right people. And it took time. It took me 5 years to have a breakthrough. But once that happened, I started to really dedicate my life to show other people how they could make the shift in their lives as well. And in today's economy, you have to realize that the world is moving towards a digital age. All right. Right now we're on Facebook Live, and people are able to hear us. It wasn't like that a while ago, but now it's available to us. So e-learning, the digital learning space, is growing tremendously. It's at 100 billion right now. It's going to go to 300 billion over the next 2 years. So we just felt like it was the right timing to position ourselves and position other individuals to take advantage of the growth that was going to happen with or without us. And
Mhm.
so we're excited about that.
We've obviously gone from brick and mortar to click and order. And
Mhm.
so tell us about your business, the opportunity that you're presenting to people, and what they have the ability to engage and embrace and be involved in, and you help to provide the training and the leadership that will help to guarantee their success if they're willing to do the work.
Yeah. Our company, NVISIONU, really launched with two platforms. We launched with health and wellness, and we also launched what I call a digital learning platform. Our digital learning platform literally is going to house every single course that is available in the marketplace today. So when you talk about the metaverse and NFTs, we have a course that actually shows people how to take advantage of the metaverse, how to become financially solvent within the metaverse. Also, real estate. People want to get involved in real estate, but don't really know how to. Maybe they can start an Airbnb business. So we have a course that actually shows people how to do that. Transportation, Turo, trucking. We're going to have courses that actually teach people how to win in the transportation industry as well. And then financial literacy. A lot of people are still not knowledgeable about money. They don't know, how to multiply it, how to grow it, how to preserve it, how to pass it on. They don't know how to get buying power so they can actually build up their assets in the world. And so we have a financial advisor that actually put together an entire course that takes people through financial literacy from A to Z. Because wealth is not the amount of money you have. It's really about the knowledge that you have. Marketing, we have a marketing course as well, a leadership course, a course creation. I mean, every single course that would be out there in the marketplace, it's going to be available in our digital learning platform. But then health and wellness, we decided to introduce something pretty interesting. I know we sent you some samples. I don't know if you've had a chance to try it yet.
I haven't had a chance, but I saw them. I said, I'm ready for them.
Good deal. We
Yes.
are excited about the health and wellness side of what we're doing. We launched in 3 categories. We launched in weight loss, energy, and sleep. And we did that because we believe that people want these 3 things every day. Everybody wants more energy, more vitality every day. I know you don't need to lose weight, but a few people out there definitely want to lose weight. So we have a product for that as well. And then sleep. Sleep is one of the things that a lot of people suffer from, sleep deprivation. So we have a product that helps with that. And we chose to do it with a spray. All right, with a spray technology. Because it's sublingual, the effectiveness of the product just goes through the roof. If you took a pill, maybe you absorb maybe 15% of the actual nutrients, or if it was a gel capsule, 25%, if it's a liquid, 55%. But because it's sublingual, going below the tongue, it's a 93% absorption rate that you actually receive. So
Wow.
this is the Empowered Spray. This one, I start my day every day with the Empowered Spray.
Now that's
I
the one
want,
for energy. Am I
yeah,
correct?
this one's for
Okay.
energy. This is called Crave. So this actually curbs your appetite for sugars and carbs. We all know the secret to weight loss is diet, right? But if you can have something that tastes great,
Okay, you're frozen right now.
but also
Murphy's
you
having good time.
actually,
No, no, say it again, please, because you were frozen. You said if you have something that tastes great, that's dealing with suppressing the appetite. Am I right? For cravings.
okay, okay, yeah, the cravings. Yeah, this is Crave. So it actually curbs your appetite for sugars and carbs. And then we have the dreaming. This is my favorite part of the day. About to go to bed. 8 sprays, Mr. Brown, and you're out. 7 to 10 minutes, you're gonna be asleep.
Oh man, I like that. But I believe in sleep. At 77, I get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep. That's my goal because I feel better. If I don't get enough sleep, I can hurt somebody. And they said that 46% of Americans are looking for ways in which they can get a good night's sleep. And we begin to thinking about the fact that we're living in a culture right now that you don't feel safe anywhere.
Mm.
In church, in the theater, when you go out shopping, if you go to the bank, if you're out trying to go to an ATM machine or getting your gas, you're looking around, circling the block, asking the question, is it safe? And so a lot of people are dealing with depression and anxiety and fear. And so these products are helping to give people an anchor mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and also giving people an entrepreneurial opportunity to control their own destiny. Talk to us about that.
I that's the only way you're ever going to grow
Hmm.
is if you take the control back. If someone else decides what you're worth, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. If someone else decides what it is that you're worth, someone else decides when you can take vacation, someone else decides where your family can live. I don't believe that's what we were created to do. I learned something a long time ago, Mr. Brown, that there were two types of people on this planet: rich and wealthy people and poor middle class. And the reality of it is, being poor doesn't mean you don't have any money. Poor is just passing over opportunities repeatedly. And the
Hmm.
reason why most people pass over opportunities is because of the way they think. See, rich and wealthy people, they think about their goals and they become their goals. Poor middle class, they think about their job and they become their job. Because whatever you
Mm.
think about the most controls every area of your life. So the house you live in, your job controls that. The car you drive, your job controls that. Where your kids go to school, your job controls that. Whatever you think about the most, that's what Solomon said, right? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When I learned that principle about 16, 17 years ago, right, that's when everything really changed for me. That as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So when you become an entrepreneur, it gives you the opportunity to set a goal, to say, hey, listen, I want to get to six figures, not just a year, but six figures a month, or six figures a week, or six figures a day. There's no limitations on where you can go. Now you can design the life that you truly want because you understand that it's up here.
Mm. So, now, those of you that are just joining us, David is the CEO of a company that he's going to do a special class. I want you to go to billionvision.com, thebillionvision.com, and it's going to be a Zoom class, and it's free. Share with people what they can expect to get from you. You're teaching a class. First of all, I want you to know that I really admire your style of speaking, number one, but more importantly, who you are behind the words. I always say when I'm working with speakers, who you are behind the words
Mm.
is far more important than the words that you speak. And there's a level of authenticity and genuineness and no hype and real energy, focused, heart centered vision of helping people to begin to live their vision rather than their fears. And you have a goal of impacting over 1 billion families. That's ambitious. But if anybody can do it, I know you could do it because Goliath lost and you are David.
Thank you, sir. You said
Yeah.
something a long time ago. You said impact drives income.
Yes.
So ever since then, that's been our focus. Our focus has been to impact the lives of other people. So whether they get involved in the business or not, that's what we're doing right now. We're impacting people and showing them that it's possible. Whatever it is that they want to accomplish in their lives, that power that created the sun and the moon and the stars, that same power is on the inside of you. And if you get access to it, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. So when I said 1 billion people, a lot of people say, well, man, that's audacious, but I understand who's on the inside of me. And so I know it's already done.
Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world.
You got it.
Come on now. We can do all things. Come on. So that's not just lip service for you.
No,
That's the way you live your life.
absolutely. Absolutely. You just said something and I'm gonna connect it for you. You said all things are possible, right? Or you said great is he that's in me than he that's in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Greater
Well,
is he that's in you than he that's in the world.
right. And then what was the next thing you said?
I can do all things
I can
through
do
Christ
all
who
things
strengthens
through
me. Yeah.
Christ
Yes,
that
who
strengthens
strengthens
me.
me.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Now, Christ became the Word. The
Yes.
Word became Christ. So the
Yeah.
strength is the Word.
Hmm.
And that's how I accomplish everything. I write down my goal 10 times every single day.
Mm.
Every
Why?
day, I write it down 10 times.
Why?
Well, because I looked up the definition of the word future. And if you guys, when you get a chance, because when you read it, it's really going to hit you. The definition of the word future, it actually means the time or the period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. That's what the
Mm.
word future actually means.
Repeat that again.
Yeah. It actually says the time or the period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. So the moment I write it down, that's the future. The moment I speak it, that's the future. Like this call that we're having right now. We
Yeah.
spoke that we were going to have this call.
Yes.
Well, we're having the call right now, so this is in the present. When we get off the call, this call will be in the past. But it was
Yes.
first created in the future because we had to
Mhm.
say it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, T.D.
exactly
Jakes
how
said,
everything
yeah,
has ever happened, huh?
T.D. Jakes said, nothing happens until it's spoken.
You got it.
Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you.
That's it.
Man, I am so excited about working with you. But I want you to stay over there. Don't you come over here. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, I really want you to really be a part of this special Zoom, and I want you to register so you can be a part of it. We have limited space. Go to thebillionvision.com. Thebillionvision.com. And David, I want to do justice to your name in pronouncing your last name. Pronounce your last name again for me.
It is David Imonitie.
Imonitie.
You got it.
Okay. Would you give me an Imonitie and hold the lettuce and the tomatoes, please? Light on the cheese. Yeah. Look here. I love it. Imonitie. I'm gonna get it right. Imonitie. I like that. Come on now. You know, Nigerians, y'all got some names up in here.
We do. We do.
Yeah. What part of Nigeria are you from?
My mother is from Lagos,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad is from a
Lagos.
small. He's from a small village from Edo State. So both my parents are Nigerian.
Yeah. I've been to Benin and Lagos, and I tell you, to different provinces. MTN brought me there with Dr. Gandhi out of Silver Springs, Maryland, who has the largest Nigerian church in the United States, and it was an
Wow.
incredible experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man, he is an instructor extraordinaire, as you can hear. What time will this special Zoom take place? Thebillionvision.com. What time will it take place?
I believe we're gonna. I'm not sure exactly what time it's actually going to be. Let me find
Do
out.
you know what day it's going to be? Say it again. Oh, when you register, they will send you out the information, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. I want you to go to thebillionvision.com. Thebillionvision.com. This is a special Zoom that David Imonitie is going to host. All right. And
Right.
so when you go, this is, I believe, a great opportunity. They say the opportunity knocks on every door. I believe that opportunity stands by silently, waiting for you to recognize it. And I
Mm.
want you to share with people the various services and entrepreneurial things that people can learn. This is the entrepreneurial era. We've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. And
Yeah.
so the majority of business will be done virtually. And so I want you to share about the things that you are going to be teaching people, things
Yeah.
that they can learn, and various businesses that they can go into and have the kind of coaching they need that will ensure the possibility of them succeeding. But I like something you said, and I have never seen before in my 77 years on the planet, that the average person, even in coming and becoming a part of the business, you don't succeed, you will still win. Explain that.
All right. Well, in the digital learning platform, Mr. Brown, what we wanted to do was be able to touch where the world is going,
Mm-hmm.
but also give people an opportunity to win where the world is right now.
Mm.
So, with the metaverse, a lot of people are still not knowledgeable
I
about
want you
what
to
the met.
explain the metaverse.
Yes.
Please talk
All
about
right.
it.
So, the best
I
way
don't
to
know. I hear about it, but I don't know what the
I'm,
metaverse is.
this is the best explanation I can give you for the metaverse. Remember when the internet first came out, where people were kind of skeptical about it? Well,
Mm-hmm.
what was the internet? The internet was another world where we could communicate and where people could buy different goods and services. They could sell different goods and services. It was a whole new world. Before, if you were going to sell something, you had to be in person, right? You
Mhm.
couldn't sell it on the internet. Well,
No,
the metaverse, it's a whole new world where communication will take place. And also, goods and services will be sold and bought in the metaverse as
you
well.
say information could take place. How can you sell in this new platform, this new expanded vision of using technology? How is it different from than traditional internet communication?
You know how, like, you built an arena, a physical arena that people came to?
Yes.
Well, in the metaverse, you can actually build an arena where people can come and see a Les Brown do an actual speech, but they're at home, right? And they can actually pay to get into that actual event in the metaverse.
And I'm at home and they're at home.
Exactly. But they have the live experience as if they were in an arena.
Wow. What you
So,
talk about, Willis?
so one of the things that we're doing, we'll host events in the metaverse, and people that are part of our network, they can sell tickets to other individuals that want to participate, and they'll keep 50% of the proceeds. And this is where cryptocurrency comes into play, because it's digital, that will be the main currency that's actually used in the metaverse.
This is really advanced. And then there are other opportunities, things that you're teaching people, other businesses that they can dwell into and learn about.
Yeah.
Share
Real
that.
estate, Airbnb. How do I capitalize on the real estate market without actually owning any real estate? You can do that through Airbnb. And then you couple that with a Turo business, which is a transportation business, where I can have an Airbnb listing, but I can have my car in addition to that listing. So now you have a car that you can rent directly from me. So it gives me multiple streams of income with a real estate business and also a transportation business. And then financial literacy, attraction marketing. These are all things that people need, not just to be able to make money, but also to understand how to multiply it, how to grow it, how to preserve it, how to pass it on to other generations. It says a good man leaves an inheritance for their kids. And one of the most powerful ways to actually leave wealth is through insurance. But a lot of people still don't have life insurance today. They're not knowledgeable on how they can get their hands on these products that they can use while they're alive to actually create financial freedom for themselves.
Mr. Imonitie, this sounds exciting and thrilling. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, I'm not a dog, but I can bark. Roof, roof. And this is a good thing. Stevie Wonder could see how exciting this is and what the possibilities are. And we want to help you take this to the masses because your goal and vision is to empower and to create millions of millionaires and to impact 1 billion families. That's exciting. That's audacious. And if anybody on the planet can do it, I know that you can do this. I want, ladies and gentlemen, this young man, he's a great instructor, a great teacher. And I'm betting on him. I'll put my name and reputation on him. I want you to go to thebillionvision.com. It's limited access, thebillionvision.com. You have to take advantage of the opportunity and the lifetime of the opportunity. So I want you to go there right now, and you're going to receive information. David is going to do this special class and go in depth on how you can participate. Once again, that's thebillionvision.com. It's a special Zoom that David T. Emo TA. Yes. What you want me to say? Okay, very good. Now, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, I would like to say thank you for doing this. Obviously, you don't have to do it, but you saw something and felt something that caused you to say, "Yeah, this is something I want to share with the people that know and love you and trust you." You've been a national, international treasure, a world treasure to all of us. You know, your voice was the voice that kept people going, kept them believing in themselves. So I definitely want to say thank you and congratulations on everything you've accomplished and going to continue to accomplish as well.
Thank you so much. Imonitie. I want you to know you're bad brother up in here, up in here. And I'm going to be in the class myself. I want to let everybody know I'm not in the business. I get no benefit from this, but I just felt in my heart, and I believe follow your heart, for your heart is where your treasures also. I just felt a connection with you, and I share the vision. I saw the excitement that Sandra Grace shared when she talked to me about it, and she just gave me a glimpse of what you're doing, the kind of work that you're doing, and the ambitious goal of impacting 1 billion families. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Your goal is to impact the world. And so I'm excited about helping you. You are my future. You have a longer shelf life than I do. And so I believe what Jake said, there's no success without successors. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can with the time that I have left on the planet to help you to achieve your goal of impacting 1 billion families. God bless the day you were born. You have something special, David. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
for now. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I really, I've had a lot of guests and various people that I've had the opportunity to speak with. He's different. He's what Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead, go where there's no path and leave a trail. This young man, he's the real deal. Do you feel what I feel when you hear him speak? And as he shared that vision, put some fire in the comment section. Let me see if you feel what I feel and you hear what I hear and saw what I saw. I think he's the real deal. Yes, indeed, he's the real deal. That's my story. But I want to see if you can feel energy. To me, is very important, very important. And there's an authenticity, there's a genuineness, there's a realness about him. And I think this is a great opportunity, an opportunity that you have to take advantage of it in the lifetime of the opportunity. But most importantly, opportunities are not as important as who's behind it, who's doing this. Because whenever someone is talking about a business opportunity in this day and age where we have leaders just lying out of the side of their neck, leaders are saying, don't believe your lying eyes, that they have no relationship with the truth. And so we question everything. We don't know, for the most part, what's real. But when you listen to your heart, come on, somebody, well, you know, when you see the real deal, there's something about it. There's something that you feel that you said, this is it. This is it. And so when I talked to Sandra and I said, introduce me to this young man. I've been around the block. This ain't my first rodeo. I've seen a thing or two. And I tell you, trust me on this. Allow me to share this with you. Be a part of this special class. I'm going to be first with learning everything that I possibly can and have my children and my grandchildren there learning and people who share my vision of what's possible today. Let's not just focus on the problems. Let's focus on some solutions, what we can do now in this space where we are right now. Go to thebillionvision.com and sign up for this Zoom. It's going to be packed, and you want to take advantage of the opportunity and the lifetime of the opportunity. Go there now. Become a part of it. Thebillionvision.com. When will it be, Les? When you sign up, you're going to get the information. Just leave your email information. There will be a communication with you so that you can take advantage of it. All right? So thank you very much. I really enjoyed talking to David Imonitie. Now, I have a young man, I call him Relentless. Aaron, where are you? And Relentless, he's an entrepreneur, and he's an individual that I would say full of versatility with nothing but ability. And I want you to help bring him up now because I want to talk to him about what he's doing. And one of the things that he's focused on is helping people to improve their credit and get good business credit. You're going to be in business, you need a line of credit. And Relentless is one of those individuals that he's in the business of helping people to improve their credit. Credit, that's your reputation. You know, God said to Abraham, I'll make your name great. When you have a good name, when you have credit, that gives you access to income. And so I want to talk to, and I'd like for Tatum to pull up Relentless so I can talk to him and do an interview with him right now. So that go upstairs and see that she does this right now. Talk with her, keep her on the telephone to so that we can talk to him about what he's doing and how he's helping people to improve their credit and their business credit. This is a new space. And yes, we've gone through and still going through major disruptions and interruptions, but disruptions and interruptions require an accommodation by transforming ourselves to deal with them because we don't live life as it is, we live life as we are. And that's why it's so important that we are continuously in a growth mode, a growth mindset to accommodate and to take our lives and our business and the impact we want to make with our lives to the next level. So as they work out these technical things here, we're going to be talking with Relentless about his business and I want you to like this page and share it. If you're interested in improving your credit and getting business credit, I want you to just listen to what he has to share. Hey, Aaron, Relentless, can you hear me? Okay, please, I want you guys to work this out so that the audience can hear you, so that I can see you and we can bring you up. What are you saying? Who are you talking to, Tatum?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the challenge?
There we go. There we go. Hey.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
We we gonna get it together sooner or later. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. What good things have you been up to?
Oh my goodness. You know, one thing that I realized, and first of all, hello to the Les Brown Army. Uh, One thing that I realized, being a novelist and being an entrepreneur through all of the years, we need resources. And
Yes.
a lot of times, the only resources we have access to is our own. Meaning, we when you play Monopoly, you start out with money. You start out with money. They
Yeah.
actually, what is it, $500 or $1,000 or five? I don't know. It's been a minute since I played Monopoly, but
Hmm.
in real life, that money is actually credit. So when you come out of college and school, they give you these cards and they get you these starter cards. They give you a couple $1,000s in credit, but nobody taught you how to use it to be a good steward, right? And so we end up screwing it up, and then we fix it, or it falls off because after 7 years it falls off. Then you start again. By the time you get 30 and 40 years old, you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? So this education that we've been missing as human beings, not necessarily just from one diaspora or another, just as a human being growing up, unless you were endowed with a silver spoon or you had somebody's hand on your shoulder teaching you how credit works, you have to learn yourself. And I've gone through the ups and downs of life, and all in all, I realized that having access to capital is the be all to end all. Yeah, you have to love and you have to take care of your health and all like that. But at the end of the day, if you want to manifest your dreams and your reality, you have to have money. And if you don't have money, you have to work. And guess what? If you work, you only have 24 hours in a day. So you can only give up, what is it, 14 hours a day? Maybe some people do 18 hours a day. Some people pull
Yes.
20 hours a day. But you can't really become wealthy or financially free with that type of schedule. So you have to let your money work for you. And so when you ask, what am I doing now with credit? I'm helping people fix their credit, number one, because there are laws that allow you to fix your credit. But two, you can duplicate yourself by having business. Not only one business, you could have multiple business, and all of those businesses get the monopoly money, Les. Every one of those businesses is eligible for the monopoly money, but you
What do
first.
you mean by that, monopoly money? What
So
do you mean by that?
so banks are willing to give new businesses and established businesses, they're willing to give them a line of credit, 50 grand, 100 grand. You can even get as much as $300,000-$400,000 for your brand new business. And that is by virtue of you having good credit. Because what they'll do is they'll peek at your good credit. They'll ask you, if your business isn't established for a long time, they'll ask you to guarantee the money they give you. But guess what? There's another level, which is to purchase an age corporation. So when you purchase an age corporation, a corporation that has been established for years, the bank will give you more money. And basically, they're entrusting you to use the money. And your goal is then to flip that money or use the money for your dream, your desire, your purpose. If you make shoes, or you do great floors, or you lay down carpet, or you fix cars, you need resources to escalate and create increase in your trade or your gifts, right? Even if you're a singer, you need to have things in place. You need to pay bills in order for you to manifest what's like the products that are going to distribute your voice. Or if you're a book writer like myself, let me tell you something. If you wrote 4 dozen books and you are not a multimillionaire, something's wrong. You can write three.
Okay,
You
but
can
most
write,
people not doing that. Most people not a beast like you. But you said two things that I want to zero in on.
yes,
You talked about people with good credit having access to information and to money. But what about people like myself whose credit is toe up from the flow up because of interruptions? People have lost their jobs. Someone got sick. Someone went through a divorce. Someone went through foreclosure. Do you have anything for
yes.
individuals in that
So
kind of situation?
so what that person needs to do is they need a fresh start. They need
Mhm.
to clean their credit up, and literally within
So do
90
you
days.
provide that service? Do you provide that
Yeah,
service?
absolutely. But then if you're an entrepreneur, you've got to connect your personal credit with an established business. Once you do that, you have access to 3 and 4 and 5 times the amount of capital that you do as a person, as an individual. You understand? So
Yeah.
I'm not just speaking this, I've done it over and over again. I have 10 corporations of my own, and I consult and help other people in this same journey.
Relentless, how can people get in touch with you? People who just joined us and just got part of the conversation so they can get a deeper briefing on what it is that you provide and an understanding on how they can get their credit fixed personally or get credit for their business and get funding for their dream. How can they get in touch with you?
So we have a site. It's called thecreditgardener.com. Like,
The
and
credit gardener like a garden?
absolutely, because that's what building credit is. It's like it's watering, right? It's
Mhm.
fertilizing, it's growing and picking, and then restarting, resetting, like for the new season. It's the same thing with credit.
I like that. That is so creative. I love that. Thecreditgardener.com.
Right. So instead of being a guru or a teacher or or like that, I really want people to get into the grassroots, no pun intended, the grassroots of what it is, not only to build credit and manifest it, but also to maintain it. You got to have revenue streams. You got to maintain those revenue streams, and you could use your credit to maintain those revenue streams, Les.
All right. Now, is
So
there
I
another business that you're introducing people to?
I well, I actually have, I showed you this animation for
Oh,
actually,
yes,
yes.
please. Can we show that? Do we have the capacity to show that?
There you go. Yeah, we do. Let me see. Put the camera. here. And
When I saw that you sent this to me, man, I was excited like about that, like a little kid.
so here we go. Right. So let me play this for you. I had it made. That $250,000 book deal plastered me all over the newspapers, TV, and radio. But all my hard work in the streets, selling books day and night, weighed heavy on my marriage. My wife called it quits. I was suddenly homeless, still getting paid, but also living out of my shiny truck, uncertain about shelter, family, or future. And if that wasn't the worst, the book industry got hit hard. Everything went electronic. Bookstores closed all across the world. Amazon took over, and everyone wondered, what in the world is an ebook? Meanwhile, I was trying to figure life out, focused on all things digital, such as websites, podcasts, video production. And since I was already this popular one-man marketing machine, I soon became a one-man multimedia producer. All my skills as a novelist, a filmmaker, still required access to capital. Keeping my hopes up, I got lucky. I ran into a good friend who fixed my credit. With my new credit profile, my life changed forever. I was able to get a brand new car and complete 7,500 Uber rides. I was able to go from homeless in my car to now owning 10 vehicles, as well as I invested in multiple homes with multiple revenue streams that pay me daily. I vacation 4 to 6 times a year. Plus, I'm happy with new love in my life. How I bounced back from homelessness to this amazing life is extraordinary, but it's all due to an optimized personal credit score. What's more is I've been able to help others fix, build, and amplify their personal credit with strong business credit. I'm enabling entrepreneurs to duplicate themselves with greater access to financial resources in a reasonably short period of time. Today, I'm ready to help you. Whether it's fixing your credit or establishing your business credit, either way, I'm going to help you win. 888-551-0244 and say, hello, Relentless.
Relentless, you got to give them a little taste of one you did for me, please. Do you have that? That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, listen.
So yeah. So you know, you caught me on the fly today.
It's okay. It's all right. No. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than have an opportunity and not be prepared.
This is true.
Okay. Now listen, tell people how they can get in touch with you to improve their credit and to improve their business credit that will help position them to get access to money.
And also, if a business or entrepreneur wants to get an animation such as what you saw, I actually produced that animation.
I know that. Yeah. So tell people how they can get in touch.
So yeah, the phone number is 888-551-0244. And where, you know, if you don't get me, we have your call will be taken and we'll get to you accordingly. I have a small staff, but we pick our clients gingerly. We make sure we get good clients and we serve them. In terms of business credit and personal credit, guys, I can't be more transparent than I am right now.
Please leave the arms out. You're driving me crazy. You know that.
Oh, right. That's right. That's right. By the way, no, Les Brown didn't teach me to speak for a living. I got you, sir. So it's very important this is a great takeaway, Les. It's very important to fix your personal credit, to optimize your personal credit, because when it comes to business, banks and underwriters want to take a peek at your personal credit. Is your DNA. That's how you perform in life. Like, that's the ultimate report card. Once you fix that and you show the world who you are, they will open up the floodgates of the banking world to you. It is not hard. I'm telling you, I've been homeless, living in my car. Everything you saw on that animation is me. I like I said, Les, dozens of books. There's no reason why I should have been homeless. But now with access to resources, there's no end to this money. And I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar. So I know there's other people out there who are worthy and who are ready and who want to take their dreams and their passions to another level. And that's all I have for you.
All right. Well, listen, the number to call, ladies and gentlemen, write this down, 888 551-0244. That's 888-551-0244. Thank you so much, Relentless. I
Thanks, Les.
appreciate you. All right.
Bye for
Bye for
now.
now. Ladies and gentlemen, my goal is at this stage of my life is to expose you to people that are doing some creative things, some exciting things. And these two individuals that I talked to today, they are doing some exciting things. I love the Credit Gardener. Call the Credit Gardener, 888-551-0244, so you can improve your credit. And also make sure you join the Zoom group. It's going to be tremendous. We're getting a lot of feedback about this. Go to thebillionvision.com, thebillionvision.com to register for the Zoom with David Imonitie. And he's going to be teaching a special class that's going to share with you and introduce you to great opportunities that's available for you. Things have changed dramatically. And when things change, we must change. We have to stay ahead of technology. The 40-40 plan is gone, where you can go to college and work for 40 years on the same job and expect to retire on 40%, which wasn't enough in the first place. This is your time. So go to thebillionvision.com and register for this special Zoom. I'm going to be the first one there. I want to hear this brother teach. He has some depth and knowledge, and he has a caring heart. And the same thing with Relentless. I've known him for a very long time. The Credit Gardener, 888-551-0244. Dial that number now to improve your credit or your business credit. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now.